Hey guys, my name is Shreyas and welcome back to the Bodybuilding India. In this video, we are going to talk about macros for cutting. So as you all know, we are in the cutting season now. Summer is getting closer and closer and closer. So people are trying to cut, and people always ask me how many grams of protein should I consume, carbs and fats as well. So we can't give an exact number for every single human being, because one guy might be weighing 80 kgs, one guy might be weighing 90 kgs, one guy might be weighing 75 kgs, right? So that is why I am trying to make this video, and hopefully you guys will get a lot out of this. And at the end of the day, the goal from this video is that you all guys should be able to check your starting macros. Of course, the macros will vary week to week as you lose fat, but to just start off your cut, this is how you should check your calories, and we have our board here, and that is where we'll start off now. So guys, I'm back with my board. So here we are only discussing about macros for cutting. For bulking, I'll be coming up with that later. So macros for cutting. So first we need to see the macros: protein, fats and carbs. I have written this in order because protein and fats are essential macronutrients and carbohydrates are non-essential, which means that your body can actually survive in this world without consuming carbohydrates. But carbohydrates also have their own importance, as they are your primary source of energy for your body as well. So if you don't consume carbohydrates, your performance in the gym will be affected, and overall performance in your life also will be affected. So protein and fats, okay, protein consists of 4 calories, fats consist of 9 calories and carbs consist of 9 calories. So these are the macronutrients, and protein, fats and carbs, this is the order that we'll be considering. So first priority for protein, second priority for fats, and third priority for carbohydrates. Now people ask how many grams of protein you should consume, how many grams of carbohydrates you should consume, and how many grams of fats you should consume. So again, some people tell you don't need protein, some people tell you don't need fats, some people will tell you don't need carbs, and at the end of the day, all these are macronutrients and they are very essential for your overall performance in your life as well as gym. So protein requirements, okay, it depends from person to person, but a good place to start is 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight is not necessary for an average lifter. If you are a very lean guy, like maybe 8% body fat, then at the end of your cut, maybe you will have to consume so much of protein just to maintain your muscle mass, which is a different topic. But 0.8 to 1 gram of protein is the best place to start. Then the second essential macronutrient is fat. Fats can be anywhere between 15 to 25%. Now some people who are overweight, right, like maybe they are 20 pounds or 30 pounds or even 60 pounds overweight, will not need so much of fat, not 25% of your total calories. So you can consume like 20% of the total calories from fats, and once you calculate your protein and fats, then the remaining calories should come from carbohydrates. Okay, so protein, fats and carbohydrates, these are the recommended values. Now rate of fat loss, we should also remember that there should be a rate of fat loss as well. If you want to maintain your muscle mass and still lose fat, then you should not lose more than 500 grams or more than 800 grams in a week. This is the best way to lose fat if you want to maintain the most of the muscle that you build during your bulk. So I would not recommend anyone lose more than 500 grams per week, because at the end of the day, the muscle that you built is very precious as well. So guys, before I move on to the next few points, you should remember that people tell me, okay, especially people who follow a vegetarian or a vegan diet, or you might have heard from them that you don't need enough lot of protein in your diet, and you can consume less protein and still maintain all your muscle. There is a lot of truth to that, but still you need protein, guys, okay, because once your body gets depleted of glycogen and you consume less fat, then your body will go for your muscle. Okay, so if you consume enough protein as well as you consume all macronutrients in a balanced way, that is the best chance of maintaining all your muscle. And also people tend to follow ketogenic diet and very low carb diet, like 10 grams 15 grams, that is basically ketogenic diet. And there also, guys, even if you keep your protein high, sometimes that is not good enough. I'll tell you why. When you push the weights in the gym, you will need a lot of energy. Of course, body will use the primary source, which is carbohydrate. So again, You need not do any of these diets, guys. Ketogenic diet, or what is that, Atkins, or what, all these new kinds of diet that are coming out. Just make sure that you are at a caloric deficit and eat all the macronutrients. If you have been trying to gain weight and eating all the macronutrients, if you want carbs when you bulk up, then why are you trying to cut the carbs when you are what you are trying to cut down? Just that you are like a person who is on a budget, that's all. You need to spend or use your calories in a smart way, that's it. Okay, so guys, as you all know, we discussed about maintenance calories in the last video, right? So if a person's maintenance calories is 2500 calories and his body weight is 180 pounds, if you want to check that video, you can hit the I button somewhere on the top of the screen. Okay, so now protein, this is for maintenance. Okay, these macros are for maintenance. I will tell you guys how to start your diet off. Okay, so protein 0.8 to 1.2 grams. We are taking 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and we are assuming that the person is less than 20% body fat. Okay, make sure that the person is less than 20% body fat. If you have more than 20% body fat, you can take 1 gram of protein per lean body mass, or 0.8 grams of protein per pound of body weight. The more muscle you have, I think you need to consume 1 gram of protein. And fats, we have consumed 25% of your total calories, and it comes somewhere around 70 grams of fats, and remaining calories from carbs. So remaining 280 grams, that is 45%, okay, of your total calories comes from carbs, which is approximately 2470 calories. I am rounding up to 2500. So this is for your what you call for your maintenance. Okay, now we need to remember, for cutting down your for being at a caloric deficit, you need to make sure that you need to consume less than your maintenance, right? So first thing is first, I'll be very honest, protein and fats are your essential macronutrients, right? Carbs are the least, okay, but still we need carbs. But you can see that calories from carbs are a lot here. Okay, if you make 280 into 4, it comes somewhere around 1124 calories from carbs. Okay, so what we can do is we can cut down little bit of calories from carbs. So when you start your diet, right, I wouldn't recommend you cut a lot of calories. I would only start off your diet at 2300 calories. If your maintenance is 2500, just reduce 200 calories. Okay, now 200 calories. Now again, this is also very important. Now 200 calories you can cut from fat, you can cut from carbs as well, but that is dependent on the person. If you want to cut your calories from fat, you can do that. You can just remove like I think 8 grams of fat or something, or 10 grams of fat, or 12 grams of fat, and maybe 5 grams of carbs. But what I would recommend is, just to keep it simple, what I would do is, for me, I don't need a lot of carbs, so what I'll do is I'll just remove 50 carbs. Okay, so I'll remove 50 carbs, which gets my total carbohydrate intake for the day. So what I'll do is I'll just remove my carbs from 280 and make it to 230 grams of carbs. So I removed 50 grams of carbs, which into 4 gives 200 calories. Okay, so all I did is I removed 200 calories from my maintenance calories, and I am at a deficit now. So I'll keep my calories, starting calories for the cut at 2300 instead of 2500. That's it. Okay, so my macros for the first week of my cut will be 180 grams of protein, 70 grams of fat, and 230 grams of carbohydrate, which will come closely around 2300 calories. Okay, so that's it, guys, and make sure that you get at least fibers. Okay, fibers. Now at least you make sure you get like 30 grams of fibers in a day, because fibers are also very important when it comes to your overall health. Okay, so make sure you get 30 grams of fibers in your diet, and that's it, guys. This is your starting calories. Okay, 2300. You start your diet week 1, 2300 calories. You have 180 grams of protein, 70 grams of fat, and 230 grams of carbohydrates, and you are consuming 2300 calories. That's it, as simple as that. If you guys want, you can take a screenshot of this board, when you watch this video, just pause the video and take a thumbnail, take a screenshot, and that's it guys. And make sure that you don't start off with lot of cardio. So this is how you check your calories guys. I'll just rub all the not so important things from this board. Okay, so what remains here is you only have your macronutrients. So the person, 180 lbs person or 180 pound person, needs to consume 2300 calories, and he is having 180 grams of protein, 70 grams of fat, 230 grams of carbohydrates, and we are assuming that the person is less than 20% body fat. Okay guys, so before I end this video, I want to make one thing clear. Again, nothing is perfect, so you need to follow 2 steps as well. I already told you in the last but one video that you need to make sure that you track your weight every day. Okay, so the first 2 weeks should be your trial and error, because if you are looking for a long term goal, see, anybody can lose 4-5 pounds in a couple of weeks just by crash dieting. But if your goal is to maintain muscle and look good in the long run, make sure that you track your weight for the first 2 weeks every single day. And if you are losing too much weight, then you consume a little bit more calories, and that is the one reason why online coaches are so popular, because people tend to get confused on what to do and all those things. So even though I mentioned all these things, you guys will be still confused, like how many should I consume. So as the weeks goes on and on and on, of course you will have to cut down calories, right? So make sure that you do your research again, or else you need to hire a coach guys. At the end of the day, if you are so particular about your physique, then you need to be very you should be on point with everything, right? So that's it guys. And also, if you want to purchase that book, please do that book. It is very good guys. Okay, I'll leave the link like I always do in such videos, so I'll leave the link of that video as well. And thanks a lot guys, that's it, and hope you liked it. Do give a thumbs up if you like this video, share it with your friends, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you're watching my face for the first time. Thanks a lot guys, peace.